Hi there, music fans. Welcome to another one of my polls, another top 10. And today I'd like to give you my top 10 favorite tracks by the fantastic, legendary rock and roller Eddie Cochran. Yeah, I've loved Eddie Cochran since I was a little kid. Um, as I said in the previous poll, my dad had an Eddie Cochran album. It was titled the 50th Anniversary Album, the best of Eddie Cochran. And I used to love a track on that called Weekend. Absolutely loved that track. And that probably got me into Eddie back years and years ago. So I've been listening to him right through the years. So here's my top 10 favourites. So number 10, I have one of the ballads. Eddie just put his own stamp on some of them ballads, like Sitting in the Balcony and stuff like that. I don't have that one. That one just missed the top 10 for me. But I have one called I Remember. Absolutely love that track. It's just a stunning track. Number 9 is one of my favourite tracks. Cut Across Shorty, just an absolutely fantastic little country song. It was one of the first songs I learned to play on the guitar. It's only three chords. Um, yeah, it's covered in the 70s by the Faces, Rod Stewart, and they made a big rock version of kind of anthem version of it. But I love that little 2 minute acoustic version by Eddie Cochran. Absolutely love it. And I have to say, this top 10, you can probably listen to the whole top 10 in about 20 minutes because that's like rock and roll songs were only about 2 minutes long. So you could, yeah, definitely, you could probably listen to this whole top 10 in about 20 minutes. But absolute crackers. So number 9 is Cut Across Shorty. Number 8 is another well, I don't know whether many people have this, but I just absolutely love it. It's Me When I'm Mad. Just a great track. Love the track. Number 7 is one that I I remember listening to it over and over again when I was really younger, and it's called Pink Peg Slacks. Absolutely love it. It's all about him trying to get his girlfriend to give him money to buy a pair of pink peg slacks. Anyway, a different time, obviously. Number 6 is an absolute rock and roll classic, 20 Flight Rock. Absolute classic. It's the song that Paul McCartney said got him into the Beatles because at that audition with or the little jam session he had with John Lennon, he sat down, turned his guitar upside down, and sang 25 Rock by Eddie Cochran, and he's convinced that got him into the fact that he knew all the words got him into the Beatles. So absolute classic, and it's featured in one of my favourite movies of all time, The Girl Can't Help It. Absolutely amazing. Number 5, another classic, Something Else. These are all absolute classic rock and roll songs. I get very excited just saying the titles of these tracks, but this one is Something Else. Absolutely fantastic track. Number 4 is another rock and roll classic. Come on, everybody, absolutely love it. It'd probably be some people's favorite Eddie Cochran song. I have a number 4, just an absolute classic track. Number 3 is that track I could not leave it out of my top 10 that got me into Eddie all those years ago, and it's Weekend. Absolutely love it, start to finish. Um, Number 2 is a track that was released, I think, after Eddie died, or it was just about to be released when he died, and it's Three Steps to Heaven. Oh my God, what a beautiful song! Absolutely love it, start to finish. Yeah, Three Steps to Heaven, and number 1 is a contender to be probably the greatest rock and roll track of all time. I have it up there with Heartbreak Hotel, Move It, Bebop Alula, Roll Over Beethoven. Yeah, Summertime Blues has to be a contender to be one of the greatest rock and roll songs of all time. I first heard it probably in La Bamba, sung by Brian Setzer from Stray Cats. He played Eddie in La Bamba, and that was probably the first time I heard it. But Eddie's version is just absolutely stunning. So yeah, that's my top 10. I just want to mention a couple of honorary mentions that just missed my top 10. His fantastic cover, for instance, of Ray Charles' Hallelujah. I love her so absolutely love that. I love his version, the bluesy version of Milk Cow Blues. I love Completely Sweet. Cherished Memories, written by his girlfriend Sharon Shelley. Pretty Girl, absolutely love that. As I say, Sitting in the Balcony, probably just missed my top 10. Yeah, Jenny, 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 Teenage Heaven, Drive-In Show. And there's so many absolute rock and roll classics, but that's my top 10 Eddie Cochran tracks of all time. So if you have any comments, leave them in the section below. If not, thank you and bye.